Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keith, and today I'm going to do a regional speciality from Lincolnshire, which is in the East Midlands of England. I'm going to make hazelet. Hazelet, if you don't know, it's a kind of meatloaf. Lincolnshirites will probably kill me for saying that, but it is. It's very much like meatloaf, and actually a bit like haggis. It would have contained like the heart, liver and lungs of a pig, the pluck, which is the kind of thing that goes into haggis but from a sheep. So that's probably not so common now, but this version that I'm doing does still include liver, which gives it a lovely texture and gamey flavour. So yeah, nice. Anyway, it's pretty simple, it takes a bit of time, so we better get on with it. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, share, subscribe, etc. And here we go. Hazelet, not Haslet, hazelet. Oh, bananas. The ingredients for the hazelet, I've got about 700 grams of pork belly slices, about 400 grams of lamb's liver. I'm not sure if it really matters what type of liver you use. A medium onion in 2 instalments, salt and pepper, and a teaspoon of sage. If you can get actual fresh sage leaves, you could use 4 or 5, but I couldn't get any. And 100 grams of stale bread cut into cubes. This has been sitting around for a week or two, and it's probably a lot staler than we need. Anyway, that's what I got. So you want to soak that in milk, just enough to cover it, and just set that aside for about 15 minutes while we mess about with the other stuff. So I'm going to mince the pork and liver and onion together. If you don't have a mincer, you could buy ready minced pork. You just have to really finely chop the liver, because I don't think you'll find minced liver anywhere, unless you've got a very friendly butcher. We need to get the rind off this pork belly, so these just need to be pieces that will go through the mincer. Here's an old trick, by the way. If your chopping board is sliding about, just put it on top of a tea towel on your work surface, and that'll make it grip better. Now the liver is already sliced, so I don't need to do anything with that, but I do need to just coarsely chop the onion, well, peel the onion, and then just cut it so that it'll go through the mincer as well. Okay, I'm going to fit the mincer attachment to this stand mixer, if I can remember how. I was given this to review by Haslet, who make it, about a year ago, maybe more. So I'll just pop the link down below if you're interested in buying it. It's a good thing. It's you know, it works. So you put that on there, put the scrolly bit in there, twiddle it so it locks to the drive gear, and then you put the blade, and then the mincing plate. This is the medium one, and the locking collar. That's it done. I'm going to need a bowl to catch the stuff. Oh, the feed tray. And actually I'll just make up some seasonings. So a teaspoon of ground black pepper, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of mace. This is optional, but I like it. And 2 teaspoons of sage. And then put a lid on it, give it a right good shake around, and see how my bread is getting on. Yeah, if your bread wasn't as stale as that, it would have gone quite mushy now, so I might leave that a bit longer. Right, we'll just feed the various things through. Try and keep mixing them so you get about the same proportion going in. And we'll add the bread at the end. So some bits of pork, a bit of onion, a bit of liver, and a bit of seasoning. We'll put it into a bowl, not through the mixer. Now we'll put the bread through, so you want to just squeeze the milk out of it, otherwise you'll mixture will be too runny. So we'll just dismantle it and get the residual bits of bread mush out. Okie dokie, that just needs to be mixed thoroughly. Still haven't got those vinyl gloves that I was after, hey ho. Now I've got a £2 loaf tin and I'm just covering the inside of this with lard. In traditional recipes for hazelet, they would suggest using caul fat to line your tin. And caul fat is like a fatty membrane, or like a net, which is virtually impossible to get hold of these days. Yeah, I know, I've tried. And then spoon the mixture in. Try and make sure there's no air bubbles or gaps or spaces. You want it quite densely packed. Well, look at that. I thought I would have much more than this. I thought it would, you know, be kind of like a dome over the top of the tin. Never mind, there's plenty there. That'll make lovely slicing hazelet to stick in a butty. Now you want your oven heating to 160 degrees Celsius for a fan oven, a convection oven or an air fryer oven. And that's 180 for a conventional one, and that is gas 4. And then we'll put this in for an hour and a quarter and then check the internal temperature to see if it's done. Okay, time's up, so let's just check the internal temperature. We're looking for something more than 70 degrees Celsius, and we've got 84, so that's definitely cooked. So I'll just let that cool down for a while and then try and get it out and slice it and see how it is. Okay, let's see if we can get it out. Spoke too soon. Okay, let's cut it open. Oh yeah. I think I might have to let it cool down some more before I can slice it properly. Okay, taste test time! Yay! That is delicious. You can really taste the liver. The seasoning I could have done with a bit more actually, it's a little bit delicate. And one critical thing that I've learned is that the egg for binding is absolutely needed because I forgot to put it in. And so my slices of hazelet, they're just falling apart. So make sure you put an egg in when you make it. Anyway, hazelet from Lincolnshire, made in Yorkshire. Absolutely lovely. Give it a go. Thanks for watching. See you next time.